Stand on the other side of the pole all the time, and we're good. We just, nice. We just make a spider pole just like that. Look at all of them. Look at all the ores. Oh my god, it's gonna feel so good to mine these things out. But I can't. I can't yet. I must hold. I must wait until we get all this done. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sean. People on the internet call me Spumwack. Look at all the diamonds, too. We got diamonds right there. Diamonds right there. We got diamonds way off in the corner over there. Is that diamonds? Nope. Lapis. But we have been running a little bit short on lapis anyway. So this is just the bottom layer. Check it out. We still got the top layer. This one's actually completely done. Pretty cleared out over here. It's nice and dark. Anyways, yeah, my name's Sean. People on the internet call me Spumwack. This is a slime. Hey, dude, if I had a name tag, I would totally name you. But I don't. So this is the area that I've been clearing out for the Loci Institute. But it's taken a lot longer than I would have anticipated. Who'd have known that clearing out an entire 50 by 50 block, or is it 50? Or is it 100? I forget. It's everything that one beacon in the center touches, which you can't see from right here. We can possibly see it from right here. Oh, there it is, right there, right where my crosshair is. Everything from that beacon on all sides is touched by haste, and I'm going to clear all this out to get to the Loci Institute. Notice from here, I can hit the roof, and that was my goal. I'm probably going to go 2 sections at a time and then just get all the resources. So once I finish completely clearing out this bottom layer, that's what I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to start knocking out the roof and then getting all the resources from both layers, and we'll just see how much we can get, and it's going to be delicious. But until then, we have enough to barely scrape by. You know, I think over in this chest I have a handful of diamonds. I'm not exactly sure how many. I think like 6. Or, you know, 0. What's cool? 0's a number 2. But let me head back up to the house and show you what I want to do today. While I'm going, give you a little description of this pickaxe I'm working on. I've actually blown through, I think 3 or 4 pickaxes already. And I was even able to repair them a handful of times before they had to go into the trash can. Which is kind of lame that you were sort of super limited by that. My entire life is about getting experience. It really is. Like, if I don't go to the experience farm at the end of the day, the nether experience farm, then I'm behind like 4 hours the next day. So it's getting kind of ridiculous how expensive it is to clear that all out, but I'm presuming it should be worth it in the long run. So anyways, I've got this E5U3.1. Should be pretty self-explanatory. Where's the anvil? I know I got an anvil around here. Down here? Up here? In here? There we go. Let's whip out the very damaged anvil, if you will. And this one's throwing the diamond pickaxe and the other book. There it is. And this one is also going to be so expensive. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 5. Why is it 30? It shouldn't cost 39 to repair this, unless because of the number of books that I put together to make this. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. E5U3.2. Right? E5U3.1, E5U3.2. Well, looks like I'm just not allowed to rename it at all. That is lame. I didn't realize you were limited by the... All I did with this thing was I put a single... Alright, let's try this. That's just too expensive. Huh. I thought that once it was a book into a pickaxe, then it reset the enchantment on the books, but I guess that's not the case. Alright, so from now on, I'm just going to have to put together... I'm going to have to make sure I get 2 efficiency 4s to make an efficiency 5, and then put that on an unbreaking book, and then, because I think that's how I got E5U3.1. I'm pretty sure it is. Can I at least rename it so I don't got a silly naming scheme going on? I can. Because it's gonna be too expensive to repair anyway, so you may as well keep going. E5U3.2. That costs 39 levels, can't do it. Shame. That's a freaking shame. So, yeah, that's the troubles I've been having. Enchanting is just a pain, and every time I think I understand it, it keeps throwing a wrench in the works, and I don't understand it, and I gotta re-enchant more stuff. Anyways, that's not what I want to worry about today. I mentioned a while ago that I wanted to turn this place into sort of an homage to a sweet, sweet game back in the day called Dungeon Keeper, and that is precisely what I plan on doing today. We're gonna make ourselves a little Dungeon Keeper center. I'm not sure how many rooms I'm gonna be able to get today, but we're just gonna throw together as many as we can, and I'm thinking, as much as I wanted to keep all the trees and everything up there, it's just gonna impede our view of the dungeon, so I'm gonna go up and actually just remove all this dirt, get rid of these pillars that I have. We'll put up different pillars in different spots later. But I want to make sure people have an unhindered top-down view of this dungeon, and then we are going to make the beacon, the center right here, be the heart of this dungeon. So first, let's head up to the swamp and get rid of all this junk. Tell you what, having the various materials that make it easy to work with water, the respiration, the depth strider, the aqua affinity, so where this isn't even like a hindrance. I don't know how I ever live without it. If you're not enchanting your stuff and you just even have water in or around your home in Minecraft, then you gotta get on that, because this is just, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much easier it makes my life. I never would have thought it would make that big of a difference just being able to hit stuff underwater. And it's not even like a deep area. I don't live in the ocean. This is just swamp. This is my swamp. I just gotta get over it. Wiggles Jr., what are you doing in there? Yeah, we're gonna build stuff, aren't we? Yeah, well, in a minute. Hey, how'd you get inside? What are you doing, zombie? Oh, you jackwagon. Alright, everything is prepared. This has been such a problem. Just for so long, just the beacon disappearing. Just boop. Nope, no beacon light. But it's there. I assure you it is there. I'm actually hanging onto a pickaxe. I don't need either. So I'm looking at the image of what I'm trying to go for here. And we need to have a red solid, but that's actually not gonna work. What happened to my silk touch? Yeah, silk touch pickaxe. Oh, I think it's sitting down at the bottom of the mine. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. And I actually had the foresight to place more glass down there. Look at that. So, for the heart of the dungeon, we are going to have to take some liberties. The first of which is that it is actually a solid in the game. But of course, we all know that in Minecraft, you cannot have beacon beams pass through solids. However, they can pass through lava. So this is going to have to be lava instead. The color is roughly the same. It's kind of this color, but it's like more of a, like a heart. It looks like a heart, basically. And I think this is actually even too small. I'm going to try expanding this out by one more in each direction. And hope, possibly pray, perhaps scheme the fact that, nope. We're going to have to use more lava than that. So we need 4 more buckets of water to keep it even on all sides. Hey, zombie. You want inside the house? Because I'm not going to let you inside the house. Not when I'm busy making lava buckets. Alright. So it's not filled the corners. Of course not. Well, I guess technically it is round. And it is 3 wide. Let's see. If we did something like this. We put the stone on each side. And then we can make the things coming... Oh, that's beautiful. That's actually lovely. I quite like that. Now, we're going to need stairs. Probably the best way to do this... Since I don't have any stairs, let's just ignore that right now. Technically, the heart of the dungeon in Dungeon Master uses a 3-pronged approach to putting arches around this thing. But I don't think we can really go wrong with using a 4... like one of these on each corner, because there's no way you can make something round this small and only have 3 sides. So we're going to make it 4 sides, and we're going to make this thing sort of an arch situation. We're going to finish that off with half slabs, of which I have a couple of, but I'm thinking we're just going to need the normal smooth stone half slab, so let's grab some of those from somewhere. Here we go. Normal looking stone. Let's get some half slabs going. There we go. And then we also want to have some stone brick stairs. Either stairs or half slabs. We'll have to experiment. So let's try this. Oh. Let's get a handful of these and start playing around with them and seeing how it looks. Got pretty nice looking dungeon heart, if I do say so myself. And of course we need to surround the outsides with treasury because, I mean, come on, who doesn't do that? Uh-oh. I just realized, I just finished the treasury floor of this place, I just realized Wiggles Jr. is in grave danger. We got a lava pit right there. Actually, can he even fit in the lava? I don't think he can. I don't think there's anywhere he... Oh, no, he can. He can fit in right there if he really, really wanted to. I love that's how we... that's how we tether him, is we just hide behind a pole. No, we should get a decent entrapment for Wiggles Jr. Eventually, we're going to have to build a prison. This is probably going to end up being the prison, to be honest, because this is basically what, or I should say the jail. This is what the jail in Dungeon Master looks like. But I want to make sure, absolutely sure, we get the dungeon heart completed first. So we're going to build the walls up next, which are going to be at least mostly stone bricks. I haven't decided if I want to use maybe dirt on top of them or what. But it's going to look like this. I'm really tempted. If it's too wide, we can't have doors, and the heart of the dungeon's not going to look right. So I think they do have to just be one wide, unfortunately. And that way we can have doors in places. And it may seem a little bit cramped, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Did you just hurt yourself, Wiggles? Alright, experiment time! Let's see if we can get you to be stuck on a pole. Just stand on the other side of the pole all the time, and we're good. We just, nice. We just make a spider pole, just like that. All it takes to just stick spiders underground if you ever don't feel like killing them is to just throw up a pole real quick, and then they climb it, they think they're inside the solid, and they can't leave. Good to know. Good to know. There's one thing that I think I'm going to change looking at it now. For the most part, it looks pretty great, actually. I'm a little upset I can't have smaller bricks for the walls, but we can put some torches on the side, and even though it looks like dirt top down when you play Dungeon Keeper, it just doesn't look right. The tops of these walls doesn't look right to me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make that be some sort of stone or brick so it looks like a better wall topper, and then we'll get to working on the next room, which, as if you ever played Dungeon Keeper, you should know, is the hatchery. Now, this is how we're going to do the chicken coop. The chicken coop needs to have a white outline going around the entire room, and it's got to have a dirt floor. However, we don't want our chickens to escape the coop at all, obviously. So what I'm probably going to do, rather than putting a half slab around that with dirt below, like it sort of looks like in Dungeon Keeper, it's just dirt and then a half a slab, I'm actually going to bring the half a slab up one so that no chickens can ever escape, and then dirt underneath these. So it's not going to be a perfect copy, just like most of the rooms we do here obviously aren't going to be a perfect copy of the architecture, but for the purpose of making someone go, oh wow, there's actually chickens in the chicken coop? That's crazy! Then we're going to go ahead and keep it 3 high like this, and hope that having chickens here sells the illusion more than the half slab of the white outline. Oh, looks pretty nice so far. Of course, another sacrifice we have to make, can't really think of a way around this, is to have inconsistent wall patterns, because the wall pattern changes on the interior of the room. So we could have 2 wide hallway, these things, which actually may be the best way to go. But then that would require redoing the entire heart of the dungeon, and it would require... No, I wouldn't even want to do that anyway, because then we couldn't have doorways, and doors and traps are a big part of this thing. So yeah, we're just going to have inconsistent walls, unfortunately. So yeah, this is what the chicken coop is mostly going to look like. We're going to have some chicken and actual chicken coops in there. This is just what the feedery looks like. We're going to have some chicken coops inside, put some pillars up in the corner, and then call it done for this room. This is what the hatchery looks like next to the dungeon heart. It's coming along pretty nicely. I'm a little upset by the blue that's all up in the way, but I don't think there's any real getting around that. Who knows, maybe at some point I'll just get rid of all the water. just have the player look down at the dungeon from the very top. So I ran into a small roadblock. I didn't realize I don't have any eggs. So that kind of sucks. I want to do like 2 more rooms. Ooh, string. I'm a little bit low on my string, as I found out as I started making these leads. I gotta start breeding chickens up at some point, and this also needs to be vastly expanded. That's why it doesn't so much look like Dungeon Keeper at the moment. There's our horse over there. It's because there's still all this empty space over here. But once we start filling it in with extra rooms, I want to do 2 more rooms today. And that's going to be the lair, which is basically where the monsters sleep. And that's going to be complicated for reasons I'll tell you in a moment. And the training room, that one should be fairly easy. The lair, I would like to try and bring grass down underground in order to get the... Oh, you know what? I got silk touch now. Never mind. That'll be super easy. We're going to go ahead and plant a few pieces of grass down there. It's got to be somewhere where the area is dark, because the lair is like this weird dark greenish purpley color, which I can't really think of a good substitute for in Minecraft. So grass is going to have to do for the green. None of the dyed colors will really do the job. They don't seem to work. And the training room should just be as simple as a piece of heavenly white angel cake. But no, seriously, it should be pretty easy. Just going to go ahead and throw up some armor stands to look like training dummies. Maybe set them on a block of wood or something. And then put some little alcoves inside the wall and then call it done from there. Hello, water glitch. But of course we can't do that until we find some chickens. What's up, rabbit? I know there's some chickens way back in New Hermiton. I don't know if I want to go all the way over there to get them. Maybe I'll just hang out. You know what? If I can't find any chickens here, which sort of seems to be the case at the moment. Yeah. Can't find any chickens here, so I'll probably end up throwing down a hopper or something under the chicken farm. And, oh, not New Hermiton. Hermit Hills. I'm still getting my names confused. Throw down some hoppers underneath the chicken farm in Hermit Hills so we can grab some chickens that way, or at least grab some eggs that way, and we can spawn some chickens inside our hatchery so it can look just like Dungeon Keeper. I've actually been amazed at how many parallels there are between Dungeon Keeper and Minecraft. There's, like, the armor stands make really good training dummies. The chickens and the dirt make a really good hatchery. The lava and the beacon make a really good dungeon heart. We're going to have books to make a really good library. We're going to have the recessed floor to make a really good dungeon. The iron bars to make a really good jail. The water to make a really good altar. Like, you can do a lot of cool stuff if you just copy over Dungeon Keeper into Minecraft. Yeah, I don't see any chickens here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get a move on with the rest of this thing. The rest of this project, and then I'm just gonna, I'm gonna end the day in Hermit Hills. And workshops! There's also workshops to make traps indoors, which is also what you do in Minecraft. Fortunately, I do not have Silk Touch on a pickaxe, but that's fine. We're not in any hurry to get this place built. I'm just gonna go ahead and snag a few pieces of grass to seed the lair. And we'll call it good from right there. So normally, when you play Dungeon Keeper, you want to put the lair close to the hatchery so that your monsters can always be well fed. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, that is not going to work because we want to use our lair. We want to use grass for the ground floor, and we don't want the grass to spread into the chicken coop. We want this to be nice and brown, so it always looks like the nice chickeny floor. So I'm going to put the chicken coop on the other side, or the lair on the other side of the dungeon heart over here, which means possibly destroying these bookcases. And usually you do end up building the lairs in the corners because they don't have to be in even shape. The way Dungeon Keeper works mostly is that a room needs to be like, say a chicken coop needs to be 3 by 3 minimum in order to spawn a coop, which is how you generate more chickens than just the plain floor. But there is no 3 by 3 minimum for lairs. Just a little Dungeon Keeper knowledge dropping on you, in case you were curious. So that being said, we can make the lair actually quite large. Looks like my chicken supplies didn't quite pan out. We can make the lair quite large, and I'm probably just going to bring it all the way up to the back wall, and then have this wall be sort of flat on this side. Yeah, Yeah, that's probably best. So we're going to be seeding the ground with grass. Now we have 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Nice stuff. And that'll start growing on its own. I'm still thinking of ideas for what exactly I would like to do to make it look like this lair is being lived in by creatures at the moment. However, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to make stuff look like it's growing just on the ground in Minecraft. The only thing I can think is, I guess, grass and flowers and stuff, but then it just looks like grass underground because grass grows on grass. Tall grass grows on grass blocks, so that probably won't go for what I'm trying to do. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm probably just going to leave it blank for now. I can even take some viewer suggestions. If you guys have any ideas as to what we can do to make this place look inhabited. Normally Dungeon Keeper has some... it has layers that are based on the monster that makes a home there. So the troll makes like a weird... I don't even know what to call it. Troll nest thing. The flies make like a hive sort of situation. The warlock makes something. I think the warlock just makes a bed. You know how warlocks are just so sleepy. So sleepy. And yeah, and so yeah, beds. I don't know why. I literally just said it out loud. I can do it with beds. Awesome. At least I can throw down a few beds, a few pieces of grass. I'm not sure what else from there. I'm really reluctant to move that chest because it's got all my enchanting crap in it. But I did just destroy the other thing, the whatchamahoosit, the enchanting table, so I guess I wouldn't be missing out on too much. Now I'm torn between here. Do I just want to put the new wall over the old wall? I think I do. Let's just go ahead and put this one right in front of it and then move on to the training room. You know what I just realized? There's a portal, too! Granted, in Dungeon Keeper, the portal is to summon monsters, and in Minecraft, the portal is to go to another dimension, but there's just so many parallels. It's absolutely crazy. So we're getting darn near finished with the training room here. I think what I decided to do, I tried putting the stands up on a piece of wood. It just doesn't really look right. Let me show you what I mean. It's too tall. It doesn't make any sense to have them stand. But you know what? It could be a half slab. Hold on, let's try that out. We may be able to throw the armor stands on a half slab and have them look decently. So let's tear you down. Let's tear you down. Oops, I meant to keep that. Let's go up by 2. Throw the armor stand. Tear you down. Make an oak wood slab. And then poop. There we go. I sort of like that. I do like that. So I'll go ahead and put all these guys up on stands. Torch up the room. Make some exits. Throw up an item frame. I don't know, I'm supposed to have like shields hanging off the wall of this place, but there are no shields, so maybe we can take some item frames and just put some armor up on the walls to give the illusion of shields. What's up, Wiggles Jr.? You gonna join us at some point? I kinda like this. Let's again throw these randomly up because we want randomly generated walls. And 8 is good. This is nice because I almost never have an excuse to use my garbage equipment. And this is a really nice way to get a lot of this crap out of that chest. So now we've got an armory, fully armored, and I'm really antsy to see what this place looks like from above. Oh my god, you guys. My Dungeon Keeper dream is coming true. One little room at a time. I'm trying my best to make sure I don't keep the rooms all totally symmetrical with one another. Sort of failing here. But the lair, you know, it's got slanted edges because that's what lairs do. You can put a more treasury up off in that corner. Dungeon Heart's always the same size with treasury always in the corners. Like that's just what you do. I guess sometimes you can put layers in the corners, but whatever. I did treasury. And then I tried to make the feedery, the hatchery, a little bit longer than the rest. Same with the training room because those are ones you generally try to keep bigger than the other rooms. And we've got a whole lot more rooms to go. We got to have an arena for monsters to fight each other in. Have a jail. Have a library and all sorts of good stuff. But I think this is all we have time for today. I should let you guys know that this week is going to be a bit busy. Hey, Wiggles Jr. It's going to be a bit busy for me. Family coming in with the holidays and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to come out with like a video every other day, which is about half as much as my every single day schedule, and we should be good with a video every single. I think that makes the most sense, rather than having a whole bunch in one day and then missing a whole bunch the next few days. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to do it like that. Anyways, feel free to join me next time on Hermitcraft. I'm probably just going to keep doing this Dungeon Keeper thing because I'm sort of on that kick right now. And I will talk to you guys next time.